Hi, this is Tristan,
And I'm Ben.
and this is RWBY Ramblings Episode 2, where we talk about Volume 5, Episode 10.
And we literally just watched episode 10, like 20 seconds ago. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, no, that had a lot of fun stuff going on in it. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start at the beginning of the episode.
Sounds good.
So they were all talking.
Yep.
In the living room. RWBY asked some very insightful questions that
She did.
we were asking ourselves the last episode maybe?
Yes.
And I am so glad that she did.
Yeah, no. As Oscar/Osmond said, pretty astute of you, Ruby, to ask, where is the
Have you been
relic?
listening to RWBY Ramblings?
No. It's like, oh, hey, where's the relic at Haven? It's like, don't worry, they're gonna have fun finding it. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
That's great. And also clearing up the cane thing, which I think we were kind of thinking.
I have one more question. My relic is not, my cane is not a
That
relic.
was so funny.
No more questions. It's like, good job, Ruby. You got it. She's also the weapon fanatic, so it makes sense. It was good.
And then more importantly,
Mhm.
also importantly, then they got the call from Leo.
Yeah.
And I think they caught on pretty quickly that this is probably a trap.
Well, Crow and Osmond.
I mean,
did.
Crow and Ozpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Obviously not Ruby.
No, Ruby is.
Ruby's like, oh, great. I love
Yeah.
clans.
Yeah. She's like, oh, we're gonna do something that's gonna help people. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But Crow
Yeah.
and Ozpin
Yeah.
are like,
This is not right.
So that's good. Raven didn't even have to warn them.
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to have to.
Yeah.
I mean, from
I'm
the
glad
very
they were astute enough to figure it out.
yeah. I mean, from the very beginning, Crow was just like, this is not right, and Osmond's like, but optimism, and Crow's like, it's not really present here. I don't know where you're looking, but I just kind of went all around town, and all my professional hunter contacts are gone.
Yeah, the first time when Crow's like, things aren't looking great. And Osmond's like, I don't know, try to be happy. The second time, Crow's like, things aren't looking great. Osmond's like, yup.
He agreed.
Nice.
Yeah. Interestingly, I didn't expect Raven to be in Leo's office.
I didn't think she would just go there.
Yeah, that was very surprising. And also their conversation had some interesting tidbits of, oh, hey, yeah, I mean, you're here because we're both afraid of her. He's like, nah, I'm intelligent. It's like, really? Who are you trying to prove that to? I mean, come on, you're afraid of her, as am I. And
Leo obviously feels like shit.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I
No,
wasn't
yeah.
really feeling bad for him before, but I kind of do now.
I told you he's only doing this because he feels like there's a gun at his head. I
mean,
said knife
yeah,
at his throat,
but, like,
yeah.
Mm.
Like, I am expecting him to pull a courageous lion, and it's gonna be great, and he might die.
That would be okay.
No,
I mean, that would be a good character arc.
oh, come on.
I mean,
Anyway,
okay, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Raven just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at first when Lionheart said that, I was like, well, I mean, I don't think Raven's like afraid, but like,
No, I think she is.
yeah, but thinking about it, like, I mean, of course you'd be afraid of Salem.
Yeah.
And then I'm also thinking, does Raven's smart? Does she seriously think that she's gonna be fine even if her plan goes great?
Yeah.
Like, what's her end game here?
I don't know.
Like, there's gonna come a point where she's gonna have to pick a side, because
Yeah.
if Salem wins, Salem's stated goal, according to Raven, is to watch humanity crumble at her feet.
Correct.
So it seems pretty silly to side with her.
I would agree. Which
And-
is why she's just trying to be a neutral party, but she can't be.
Because she doesn't like Ozpin.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to side with him. Like, I get
Yeah.
it. But, like, at a certain point, she's
Yeah.
going to have to pick Ozpin's side, hopefully.
Yeah, or be in denial and try to do her own thing and probably get everyone she cares about in trouble. That's going to be a bad realization. I hope it doesn't happen soon. I like Raven. I like how she's like, but you did what you needed to survive. Which I think she does believe that. I think she believes that that's the most important thing. That's not necessarily like, oh, hey, it's like trying to more of avoiding the problem.
Right, but as Leo points out, like is she just rationalizing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably is. I don't know. Look, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Raven.
Definitely. And I am looking forward to this fight even more now. Okay, back to the relic. Where do you think the relic is?
Which one?
At Beacon.
I can't even begin to guess, but my first one is in plain sight, but that can't be right because that'd be too good. It's like, yeah, it's right here. What? How is this gonna be hard to find?
I guess we don't know what the relics
They
look
weren't
like,
going to check. Yeah, we don't even know what they are.
What if it's in Summer's grave? Ayo. And that's why Tang never leaves the house?
I don't think this is true, but I'd feel bad for Ruby if that's the case. It's like, my mom was supposed to be in there.
Well, like, Summer could be in there too. Like, she's buried
That's
with the relic.
even worse for Ruby. It's like, oh, hi, Mom.
Okay, I guess we don't want to go around desecrating graves.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That would not be ideal. I don't like this idea.
Okay. I'm
not saying it's
I was just throwing it out
bad.
there. Came to the top of my head.
Yeah,
That'd be a pretty sneaky place to put it.
It'd be a very sneaky place to put it. It's like, oh, hey, Salem, remember that person that messed with you? Yeah. Check your grave. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. No. Why? What if she opens her eyes? That'd be bad. No. Yeah, no, I really hope we can find out more about Ruby's mom in the future.
Yo, when are we going to have a flashback episode?
When Crow's dying.
I love exposition episodes, and we haven't had one yet this season.
No.
I'm so disappointed.
I don't think we're getting one.
You know, they're probably going to pull it right before the big fight.
Oh, they could. You're right.
And we do have 14 episodes total. Four more.
We got 4 more left.
4 more.
This is true.
And the fight is happening, what, tomorrow night or something?
Something like that.
That's when it's going to happen? That's so soon.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like a 3-episode thing?
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. Could be a 3-episode. Man. Oh, so
Plus
much
1 episode
happen.
flashback?
I don't know if they're going to have a flashback episode, though. I mean, they could. I guess. We'll see. There's a lot that can happen. I mean, the step that they took right now is pretty much just setting up all the players that aren't going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, the Blake versus Ilya fight.
Yeah.
That was
neat.
Very exciting. And it went a lot more like you thought than my conjecture. Blake didn't go crazy and murder people.
That it's not well. You thought she was gonna go crazy because you thought her mom was not gonna be able to handle a bat boy. Totally destroyed that bat boy with a piece of wood. So I think she's fine. Yeah, no, I thought she was just gonna get kidnapped or something. But then again, apparently she can beat up like a guy that pounced on Blake with a piece of plywood. So I think she's gonna be great. It makes sense considering she is the previous White Fang leader's
a badass
wife. She's kind of great.
We knew that, and now we've seen it.
It just had to be proven to us.
And I'm glad she didn't damsel in distress.
Oh yeah, no.
So no, I'm glad. I'm very happy that none of the protagonists died, like we were predicting.
But there was a death.
There
was a death of a character that I actually really wanted to learn more about because he was the brother that was nicer. He was the brother that actually hesitated before charging at the chieftain because he was kind of just like, is this really right? Like, this is pretty messed up. like one of his quotes in the episode 9 was when his brother was like, I think the chieftain needs to step down. He's like, I'm kind of inclined to agree. And although he said it smugly, the fact that he even said like, hey, there's some doubt here, it just makes me think that he was gonna be the guy who might have switched sides, and now he can't because he's dead, and I'm sad because I liked him. I know he was a villain, but he was neat. He was a villain that actually had a conscience.
That's true. I'm just saying, of all the characters to die,
It's gonna come and bite them in the butt, I think.
do you think?
I think that other brother is the one. Like, if you want to talk, like, you were kind of correct, and someone goes insane because of the death. It's gonna be that brother. Oh, but also the whole.
I can see it.
But also the whole transition of Blake. Their fighting was actually really interesting from the standpoint of how Blake was using her power, as you were like saying, to like pretty much as an after image of herself. But that very initial thing was like, just get out of my way, and then psh, oof, that's a great way to start it.
Their fight overall was really cool.
Mhm.
One thing that I noticed, was that Blake's semblance it looked different.
It did.
Because, I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
Like when her after effect shifted, it was like more of a.
It was fuzzier.
It was more of like a, I don't know. It's not in front of me right now, but it's more like a flicker maybe, or a
I see.
fade.
Yeah.
Instead of like what it normally does, which is not that.
I mean, that could be animation style.
Yeah. You remember when they changed how auras looked when they disappeared?
Yeah.
And that was really confusing?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, because Suns looked exactly the same. So.
Yeah, but.
Which actually makes you think that maybe
Blake's personality changed. Yeah, you see?
different.
You see what I was saying there?
Oh, yes.
It's changed her semblance.
Well, maybe.
Maybe it's an animation change.
It's still the same. She used it for the same purposes, so.
Basically, I felt like she was using it differently than like in the, like when you see her like fighting Torchoke or something, or like in her trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it could just be a style change over time, but she uses it more like when she's fighting and like she leaves copies and then I don't know. Like she didn't use it quite like that. She used it more as like a.
It's more of an after. It was almost a way to just a dodge.
I don't know. It felt like she used it differently.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
I'm happy that she's using dust again. Still.
Yeah, no, her messing up Ilya's weapon was fantastic.
Her use of both kinds of dust was very good.
It was. Also sorry, Dad. That was fun. Also, Sun's strong. It's like, oh hey, this pillar, I'm gonna just put pressure against it, and it's gonna snap
Jesus.
and cause this thing to fall. And
Okay,
then,
I was thinking the structure is probably weakened by the fire.
but it hadn't gone there yet.
Yeah,
really.
I know. But yeah, he's strong.
Yeah.
I'm
strong. Also, he did real good against Ilya, though Ilya was not exactly in the best shape at the time.
Yeah, and her weapon was like frozen for the first bit of it. And then like maybe,
Yeah, also she was kind of emotionally out of it because of her encounter with Blake.
Well said.
Yeah, it was like, oh. It's like, oh no. It's like, I don't want to do this, and I'm lost. I don't know what to do. And Blake's like, don't worry.
I got
you.
I didn't think Ilya. I didn't think she'd change sides that easily.
Oh, I thought she would.
I don't know. I didn't think it would be that easy.
No, she doesn't want to hurt people. And she's been on Blake's side like most of the time. The only reason she wasn't, it seemed like more because she felt that. I mean, for me, it kind of goes back to like, oh look. You were more interested in Adam than me, and stuff like that, and also that, I mean, I think that every time that Blake was kind of like in front of her and like talking to her and like pointed certain things out, you saw that her reaction was pretty serious, of like, oh man, like I'm not doing something great.
Yeah, she did have doubts. I mean, yeah.
To be perfectly honest, when that thing almost fell on top of her and the father saved her, I thought one of the brothers was like, Ilya, prepare to make the ultimate sacrifice. I was just gonna. I was like, oh god. I was like, when I was just watching it, I was just really hoping that wasn't going to happen because that would have made me so sad.
I am so happy that Ilya is with Team Blake now.
Yeah.
I like her character so much. I'm glad she can be a hero now.
Me too. I think she's gonna do great things. She has some ways to go, but I think Blake and Sun can definitely help her with that. You can definitely see, like, this was a prime example of how much Sun has helped Blake, because it was like, oh, hey, forgiveness. It's like, I'm going to forgive this person, which she might have done anyway, because that's the kind of person she is. But also, it's just so like Sun's like, yeah, you're fine. You stabbed me. Pinch.
Yes,
We're good.
I am nodding in agreement. That
Yeah.
was really funny.
It was good.
You stabbed me, but that's okay. I forgive you.
I forgive you. It's fine.
It's
It's like you're not a bad person, actually.
like it must be so wholesome for Ilya to be like forgiven like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, she was just misguided, just
Mhm.
like Blake was misguided
Yeah.
earlier on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Besides that, the actual. What did you think of the fight? Did you find it choppy at all, or did you find, did you think it was fluid? Because I actually thought it was much better than the fight scenes that we had seen in Volume 4. So I was quite happy with it. The interesting use of stealth on Ilya's part.
I think it was. I mean, I didn't know. The only thing I felt like Blake made a really weird facial expression. Like at one point, I don't have it in front of me, but like she was like ducking, and it was just like for a split second, but it was really funny. I might have to go back and show you.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't notice anything that I thought
Mhm.
looked weird. But I also felt like this fight scene was less like a normal fight scene because, I mean, Blake wasn't like really trying to hurt Ilya.
She wasn't. She was trying to convince her, as we thought
They were
she
like
would.
it was like a talking fight,
It was.
which is it was good.
It
I'm
was.
happy, but no, it was good because it was both narrative and there was
Mhm.
fighting, and that was
It
exciting.
was nice character development too.
And then, like I sort of said, there was a lot of there were dynamic elements to the
Yeah.
fight, and the stealth, and the dust, and
Yeah.
the ice, and the whip. Yeah,
I also took.
I thought it was a very well put together fight, and then everyone grouped up,
Mhm.
and the way that brother died was very dramatic,
It was. That was.
but it was
sad.
also like really well played.
It was. It was. Oof. That was. It's just. It was coincidence. It's like, dang,
I
poor
wonder if Blake
guy.
feels bad about that.
I don't know.
Like she kind of killed that man.
She did unintentionally, but yes. Two other things. It took Sun so long to get there.
What was he doing?
I don't know.
Also, why couldn't they show us the Garrett and Son v Corsic and Finnick?
I mean, you kind of saw what
I mean-
really happened is that one of them gets thrown through the bloody wall.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and the father just kind of comes out. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I understand not including it, I guess. But like,
Yeah, I just don't
whatever.
know what took Sun so long. I mean, when we were watching it, I was kind of just saying, "Where's Sun? Sun, where are you? Sun,
Did he
Sun, get
die?
over here." No, oh, he definitely didn't die,
Yeah.
but no, it just took him so long to get there, and I don't know why. Maybe it was just so that it added to the drama of, oh man.
Maybe he was like saving someone.
I
was, like,
doubt
a bystander.
it. I really doubt it. I really, really doubt it. I think that was just to build drama of like, oh hey, let's let the father get stabbed.
I'm just trying to rationalize it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Sun did a good job of the, oh hey, I'm gonna try to protect this guy using twice my strength. It's like, by myself, no. Two of me though, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be able to hold this up just long enough.
I hope that that's enough for Gira to like Sun now.
No. He's gonna be like, hey, you did okay.
He was like,
But I got
yeah,
stabbed.
5 out of 10.
He's like, you didn't get my back. What do you mean? Do you see this hole in my back? You didn't have it. No, I think he's gonna still give him crud, but I think he's gonna warm up a little bit more to him, and by
I hope he's gonna be-
that I mean the mother who's already warmed up to him is gonna like him more, and the father's gonna be like, I can't accept this child because he likes my daughter. I just can't.
I think they're gonna be okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also the preparations for the glorious battle up ahead against the White Fang, where. Oh, right. Actually, before that, let's just talk about Blake's speech.
Blake's speech.
Blake's speech was solid.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good. It's like, this? I hit a different mic. It's fine. This was us. We have caused this. And if you don't like this, then we need to voice our own opinion by taking on Adam, because this is his plan.
She brought up a really good point.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's her whole character arc, right? You can't always run and hide from your problems.
No.
You have to face them.
Yeah. Ooh, she's gonna be a great parallel to Lionheart and Raven.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they too are going to have to learn that lesson
Yeah.
somehow.
Lionheart, through courage, is going to pull through. That's my belief.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's so skeptical. But optimism.
That was a good speech, and it was really effective, obviously. And I'm excited that now, like, a lot of Menagerie is going to be at the fight now, and Blake is going to be at the fight, which I was not expecting.
No.
And I mean, we know that the timelines are different now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blake's is like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah, something like that.
Theirs ish.
Yeah.
So
it's probably just the travel time, taking
So she
into
can
account
travel.
time difference and all that other jazz.
Yeah, but yeah, for Team RWBY, it's gonna happen like tomorrow night, like they said, which is really exciting.
It's not Team RWBY, but we're not gonna correct this right now.
What, you know what I'm talking about?
It almost is, but they're missing the B.
Yeah, and she's gonna show up. I don't know when, but
I don't either. In a glorious moment.
yes. I was
Probably
thinking.
to save a guy.
So I was thinking Jean's semblance
Ooh.
would be revealed during the fight, because it seems like a good time, you know, for it to happen.
He's had a lot of good times.
But like, I was figuring that would be like the Deus Ex Machina that like saves someone.
I don't want it more Deus Ex Machina.
But now like Blake can do that.
Although Ruby's wasn't that bad, because it's like, oh hey, you know this thing that we preferenced from the very beginning as being important? Yeah. This is why. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a better Deus Ex Machina, because it had some backstory to it.
Well, let's be real. Jean's semblance
Also has some backstory to it. You're right.
has probably been all but revealed to us, I hope.
Apparently, we've seen it already. That's a different story, though.
So, like, once it happens,
It'll be good.
once it happens, I think we're gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Jean was the narrator all along, you know, something like that.
No, not like that. Like, his semblance hasn't shown its... Oh, gosh, if it turns out it's been there the whole time and we're just dumb, that'd be great. That'd be interesting. I doubt it, though. I just don't think he knows what needs to happen to make his semblance work. And Pyrrha kind of did and didn't have enough time to tell him. Different problem. Yes,
Rip.
we're sad.
Rip.
We are sad about that. But yeah, continuing on. So, anything else you want to talk about the episode, or do you want to talk about what we think maybe will happen very soon?
Did anything else happen in the episode? There was the discussion, then there's a scene with Leo,
Yeah.
then the Blake fight.
Yep. Then everyone getting together.
Then they're all going to...
They're going to go to Haven. They got a bunch of recruits now.
Yes, they're finally reuniting all the storylines again
Yep.
for the first time in like
A
22
while.
episodes.
Yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, in that case, I want to move on to what we think is going to happen in this fight. Do we think that fight's going to start in the next episode? Because I think there's still going to be some build up to it, or at least the groundwork of like, oh hey, that's not right, and then an actual confrontation is going to be the cliffhanger left at the end.
I don't know how they're going to structure it. Yeah, they're still
Because they're walking into the ambush.
Yeah.
That's the setup.
So the next episode will probably end with the fight starting, and then 12's going to be about the fight, 13's going to be about the fight,
Yeah.
and 14's going to be wrap up.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's really hard to tell because there
It
are so
is.
many things that could happen. Like, we don't know who's going to get hurt.
Mhm.
We don't know who's going to die. We don't
Mhm.
know how these plot lines are going to
Yeah.
resolve. Because, I mean, everyone's there.
Yeah.
Everyone's plot line has a potential of being affected.
Yeah, I think Weiss is going to show off the giant white knight. I think RWBY is going to show off some sick moves.
obviously.
This is what I hope. Yang is going to. I think Yang's actually going to have the hardest time.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you would think that, but no, she's currently, if you haven't noticed, shaking from just simply getting angry, like throughout most of the. So I think she might have a panic attack mid-fight, and Ruby's gonna have, and someone.
I mean,
Actually, that's where Blake might come in to help Yang. That'd be so good.
That's a good point because when Yang sees Adam again, that's gonna be traumatic.
If it isn't, something's wrong.
I mean, we already know she's trying to cope with her combat, PTSD, which we saw when she was shaking after the bandit fight. But
she shakes after getting angry in general. You saw that in episode 7, where after she red-eyed Ruby and Weiss, her arm started shaking. It's like, ugh.
Right, you're right. Yeah. So no, you're right. I could see that happening where Yang sees Adam, starts freaking out, then all of a sudden Blake comes in, and Yang's like, "Hooray, I can fight now."
I don't think it's gonna be that nice, but yeah, I think she's just gonna get some courage. But yeah, we might even see Raven fight.
I hope we see Raven fight. Oh my god, I was so upset when the Cinder Raven fight didn't happen in episode 7.
You don't want that to happen, though.
I did want it to happen,
but Raven's smart and wouldn't let that happen in her own base camp.
I know.
Also, oh gosh, maidens. If the maiden powers go nuts.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Oh, it's so terrifying. It's like, oh man, how many casualties are there gonna be?
And again, can't wait to see Hazel fight.
Yeah, no, you really like Hazel.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I like him as a character simply because he's just kind of like, no one had to die today. Like he seems like a good person that is working for a bad guy for reasons we don't understand.
I like him just because we don't know very much about him, I guess.
Nice.
And I don't know, he's just an interesting character.
I mean, he seems like a good person, which is why I like him.
Yeah. He's definitely not an asshole like Watts. So yeah, that's definitely part of it. He's a likable person.
Yeah.
Slams vending machine.
I was just thinking of that.
Ticket machine.
Yeah. Yeah, no. This could be good. Oh yeah, and also Nora, Ren. We talked about John's semblance, but we were just talking about how semblances can change. And I think Ren and Nora, they have changed a bit due to the experiences that they had fighting that last Grimm. Like, it seems like they've got closer. That's kind of. I mean, so I wonder how that's gonna. Like, I don't think that's gonna affect their semblance that much, but I think that might affect, like, how well they do in combat, or it's gonna do something.
It'll probably play into like them wanting to protect each other during the fight.
I mean, that was already a thing that would have happened though.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean, more so.
I don't think you could get more so.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know how it's gonna change things.
There's so many things that could happen.
There are a lot of variables. I mean, right now we just have a bunch of groundwork. We have a potential direction. All we really have is, oh hey, our heroes are being led into a trap. When the trap is sprung, one of the people that want to make the trap happen might just turn sides, or they might just do their own. They might see like, hey, you guys have fun. I'm gonna go grab that relic. Bye.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the relic is and what Raven does.
Yeah,
those are gonna be the highlights of the fight.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna be part of the fight. That's gonna be outside of the fight.
Yeah, those are gonna be the highlights of the fight, and that's not even the fight.
Yeah, I am not looking forward to seeing Cinder's rage though, and desire to try to kill Ruby.
I'm very much so looking forward to seeing that.
Oh no.
Do you think the Silver Eyes will kick in? Like,
not unless she has no control over them to my knowledge. So not unless something bad happens, like level of Pyrrha dying again, or she somehow has gotten better control of it off screen, which would be weird.
That doesn't really make sense.
Correct. Or Ozpin could make it work somehow.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't know very much about how that works, because when I went back and rewatched part of Salem's conversation with Cinder, one of the things she says to her is when Watts is like, "How did you lose to the child? It should have been so effortless." Salem's like, "Well, you've gained this incredible new power, but it also comes with a crippling weakness." And like, I don't know, we just don't know that much about it.
Yeah, it seems like the Silver Eyes are the check to whatever power, I guess whatever power Ozpin had. Because that is part of his power. So whatever these Silver Eyes
Yeah,
are...
I guess that's a cool way of thinking about it.
Whatever these silver Eyes are, they actually might date to around the same time as Ozpin.
Is Ruby...
They might be beforehand.
Is Ruby Salem's secret weapon?
I've thought that before. I have thought that...
That's a hot twist.
Yeah, no, I have thought that the Silver Eyes... Because Salem's...
You're right, it's anti-Ozpin, essentially.
Yeah, because Salem seems very interested in Silver Eyes and has no desire to actually kill Ruby.
You're right, yeah.
It seems like she wants to use Ruby. For what goal, I don't know. But it sounds like whatever these Silver Eyes are, they are going to be a huge part later on, and I hope they are not Deus Ex Machina. I hope they are legitimate and very interesting ways of countering very different, very powerful works, which you might argue can be Deus Ex Machina. But when the other people pull out...
Yeah, it gives her a sort of balance in this huge power differential.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all we have for today. Thanks for listening. This was episode 2, where we're talking about episode 10 of RWBY Volume 5. If you guys have any questions, we
want to bring up anything we missed in our quick run through of this episode?
Yeah. You can let us know at RWBYRambles@gmail.com.
RWBYRamblings@gmail.com.
Thank you, Ben.
No problem. I got you.
Yeah, or post in the comments of the SoundCloud or YouTube page. Once again, I'm Tristan.
And I'm Ben.
And this was RWBY Ramblings.